Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul, and you're watching me on my Facebook page, on my YouTube channel, Outma Talks. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I usually try to deepen your thought pattern because I strongly believe that wherever you are investing your time, trying to devote your time, you should always try to invest your time in something important, something standard, which can transform your ability. Because nowadays this is an information age, and you are living in an information age. So you cannot only sell physical products. If you have certain creativity, certain intuition, you know then you can develop information into something important. you know you can segregate it, acquire it, and can transform it something usable. And that is why nowadays information is valued. So does creativity, so does intuitive idea. So that is what you have to develop. I strongly feel that, because if I want to do something important, I strongly feel that whatever I'm trying to percolate, whatever I'm trying to disseminate, it should resonate with people who is listening to me. you know all the people on the flip side who are watching me, they should be getting something profound, something important. That's why I talk many times about wisdom, about motivation. Many times I talk about science and technologies. So it helps people to understand and think something differently. But if you don't have your own cognitive and rational mind supporting you, then you are just a person who is wasting your time here on earth. Because we are humans and we have our own mind. We are only 1% different than that of chimpanzees, than that of you know other primates. We are only 1% different, and in this 1% we are all together a different being who have ability to transform the fate of the planet. That is why humankind is really stronger. He thinks in a different way. He has ability to comprehend something, to contemplate something, and that is what distinguishes us from the crowd. And that is why all the tutors or motivators, I usually tell them that whatever you are doing, if you are percolating good ideas to people, it is of certain worth. Because all the persons who are in adolescence or who are being adult, they have their mind like white paper. They are more receptive. Whatever you're trying to plant in their mind, it can be easily planted. And they have a tendency, they have an inclination to listen to those people who they love, whom they are attracted towards. Because this kind of hormones dominate in their mind. They are attracted to something. If you will teach them in a way which can be attractive, which can be captivating, they will be sticking around you like, like a very jubilant people. Very, with inquisitive mind, they will come to you. They will try to understand everything, whatever you're trying to say. That is why your responsibility is there to teach them exactly what they need, not garbage that you want to provide. Because many people are breaking garbage. In the name of excellences, they are tugging other people's. They are planting something bad in their mind. They are corrupting their innocent mind. And that should never happen, because many people are cunning in this phase. In this information age, all the platforms, social media platforms or any other platforms, they are trying to deceive you. They are wasting your time. They are not providing you valuable knowledge. If you search a lot, you will not get such kind of knowledge that you want. Very few times you will get that. Because many Indians are not being promoted on these channels who are really good. I'm not asking about myself, but many people, right? Rahul Bhatnagar, right? Amandeep Thin, the YouTube channel or any other social media, you will see it is being constrained. They are not being promoted. And that is why I usually ask that if you are becoming an innovative mind in India, try to bring yourself up to that very level. If we can devise these kind of platforms which can beat these exotic platforms, then we can create of our own tribe flourishing, because always exotic platforms will be thinking to help exotic nation, their own native places, because there is always war between boundaries. Always there is a war. They are here to commercialize. They are here to earn money. They're not here to add a lot of things to your life. They are not here, and that is why it is a blessing, but in disguise. That is what we have to understand nowadays, and that is why I always crave, that some kind of innovative mind could take place in India, and government should support that. If we don't make such kind of infrastructure, if we don't facilitate that kind of lab, that kind of environment, or innovative minds, and all adolescents mind, then how can we develop certain good things in our life? Because these giant platforms are really giant. They will engulf all these little platforms that are being created on their own. So that's why I want government to support little innovations, little organizations, whoever is flourishing, and try to transform them into big giants, because we want technical people, not as a servant to serve them, but as an owner who can create their own platform, who can help millions of crores of Indians. You know, you won't understand, but these are subtle realities. When you reach at a maturity, when you think everything with a broader mind and eyes, you will see and perceive that there is a major change is happening over online, and there is a lot of things which can happen if we will use these tools correctly to serve our people in a better way. It is not being used correctly. Many a government are taking measures, but they are also biased. They are doing it for their own benefit. They want to bring their own political agenda. They want to bring such kind of compliance which can help them in earning money, like tax money and other things. They're not regulating to nurture minds. Suppose how much potential YouTube and other platform has. If they really want to nurture mind, if they really want to educate people in a way which can be really more attractive, that can certainly transform the whole mind of our youth. Because potential resides a lot. There is a lot of potential. You know, all we need to know, we need to understand exactly how to innovate that, how to explore that. How to incorporate that. And these private avenues are always money concentric. They are not letting them used by all the noble persons who can really bring better thing to it. Yeah, really, you can see that since my videos are not being, viewed by many people, that's why I'm saying that no, it's not true. If you really watch many people, you will see that they are being deprived, they are being, challenged, because they are forced to create doubt in their mind that they are not better. It is bringing them to depression, like Rahul Bhatnagar and other people. They are quitting online. They are not trying to make more videos. They are quitting. They don't want to educate much many people. That is what we have to understand exactly. That today, if you will foster something better, it can certainly transform our online arena, because everything is going digital. Everything is going digital. And if we want to educate our youth, nothing can be better than that. Nothing can be better than that. And it has never been easier than today's world. And everything in online, if we will privately, if we will give the power to these platforms, they can make a government, they can make a huge tribe, an illiterate tribe, or a wrong government they can elect, because they are able to influence mind of millions of people. They are able to influence. And that is what I want, such kind of regulation in this very field. It should not be privatized altogether. There should be many laws, and government should come forward. Every government across world, I'm not talking about Indian government, but every government should ensure participation in these online avenues. It should not be privatized, and this kind of market should not be promoted. Capitalism and private partnership, it should never be encouraged, because government should come, their investment should be more, their share in the equity of these companies should be more, their administration and administrative power should be more. I really know that it is important to bring that kind of changes. And yeah, certain freedom is important and essential, that we have to understand, because many things really being watched over internet from a long time. They feel in private time that it is the best thing. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that should be promoted. That should be a different part. This should not be restricted, because many a way it help people. It help youth to control their mind, to control their uh, agitation, whatever you say. So it should be promoted, and we have to be open-minded. We cannot be conservative. If we want to come online arena, if we want to change everything and transform, then we have to think like an open mind. Many videos are surfacing right now over internet. Aliens are coming, like that. Videos are surfacing. Maybe AI based videos are being promoted. They are making videos based on AI, because their voice, their articulation, eloquent style of speaking is really intact. And I really prefer to watch that kind of videos, because it is really out of flaws. There are no flaws in that kind of videos. Articulation is better, pronunciation and enunciation, everything is correct. They are eloquent in expressing their speaking, because these are AI based videos, and I like that. But maybe there could be enlightened beings, whatever they write, it is really good content. I like them, because whoever is writing that kind of content, they're really very educated, and they're having good mind. And I appreciate that, and that kind of content should be promoted. But very few people are watching that kind of content. But in upcoming arena where AI is dominating, many video will come, and it will not only transform your ability, but it will open an avenue for you to make your creativity better, to make your inner power better, which can distinguish you from the crowd. So if you will try to transform your own ability, you can learn from these avenues, and it is good to learn. It is good to learn from this kind of thing. That's why this should be promoted. But we have to understand that to whom we are competing with AI, with such kind of technologies which will be flawless. So we have to innovate our mind as well. We have to be more inquisitive. We have to become more creative. And the more creative we will become, the better we will be able to impact the world. It will distinguish our capability. So the time is changing, and with the advent of AI, everything will change. I know that after some time, AI will be incorporated in many organizations, and AI-based softwares will come, and that will take a huge scenario in the world, and that will certainly transform the ability of every people. Thank you for listening to me.